The forest of Eldershade was older than the town itself, an endless sprawl of skeletal oaks and tangled yews, shrouded beneath a canopy so dense that even the bravest sunlight could barely touch the ground. Locals said you could hear the trees breathe when the wind was just right, and sometimes, if you listened closely, you'd hear the rustle of something else entirely. Lena had always been drawn to that place despite, or perhaps because of, the warnings. Her late grandmother's stories echoed in her mind. Tales of shadows that whispered secrets to the lost, promises of forgotten things, and of people who walked in and never walked out. Yet Lena believed in reason, not old wives' tales. She trekked into the forest on a pitch-black night, lantern in hand, seeking solace and answers to the unrest that had haunted her sleep for weeks. The path quickly faded behind her, swallowed by ferns and moss as she pressed deeper into Eldershade. The air grew heavy cold, tinged with the scent of damp earth and rotting leaves. Each step seemed quieter than the last, as if the world around her was muffling her presence. The wind died, and an uncanny silence settled in, filled only by the crackle of her own breath. Then she heard it, a soft murmur drifting between the ancient trunks, distinct from the rustle of leaves. Lena stopped. Someone or something was whispering her name, Lena. She spun, lantern trembling, but the darkness was absolute. The voice came again, this time closer, almost insistent, a rasp, like dry leaves brushing together. "Who's there?" Lena asked, willing her voice not to shake. Shadows shifted at the edge of her light, twisting in forms her mind couldn't reconcile with the shapes of branches. The whispers multiplied, dozens now, swirling around her. Each voice offered a memory, a childhood friend's laughter, her grandmother's lullabies, her own long-forgotten fears. The air thickened with the oppressive perfume of wilted flowers and long-dried tears. In panic, Lena turned back the way she came, retracing steps she was now certain she hadn't taken. But the forest had changed. The path was gone, the trees impossibly close. Every direction was the same endless spiral of darkness and murmuring shadows. Desperate, she lifted her lantern high. Its light flickered as if battling a living gloom. Shapes writhed along its edge, gaunt hands, empty faces, gaping mouths that whispered with hunger. One shadow detached from the others and slithered toward her, taller than the trees themselves. Lena stumbled, the lantern slipping from her grasp and shattering, its flame snuffed. Total darkness closed in, and the voices rose in a desperate, unified chorus, "Stay with us." She ran blinded, feeling only the cold brush of spectral fingers and the crush of unseen bodies. She crashed to her knees, tears streaming, her head filled with a cacophony of voices pleading, promising, threatening. Suddenly silence. She opened her eyes to dim dawn, lying at the forest's edge. The world was unchanged, save for a cold, permanent shadow at her feet that would never leave her, no matter how bright the day.